Hello, I hope you are doing good today. So today we're going to see a quick example of how to use Azure Text Analytics to detect the sentiment. In this case, we are just going to view how to use it from Postman, and in other videos we are going to create some applications with everything that we have here. So basically you need to have already created a cognitive service in Azure that I have already showed how to create cognitive services in previous videos, so you can go and check some of those. You can go to the documentation for the text analytics in Azure and you will see all of these pages. So one of the things you will have to know first is that the text analytics allows you to detect the sentiment, basically how positive or negative some text is. Now in the latest version that is in preview in Azure, it will allow you to get some more detailed information, such as the sentiment for the different sentences that you have in that in the text you sent to the service. That's still in preview, it's not in release, but that's a great functionality that helps you even further to analyze your text. Okay, so they'll tell you here like how to call the API. So you will see that in here, well, you have some information for the schema for the documents, how you want to send, how you need to send the text, how to configure Postman. Basically, you need to get the actual endpoint. These are the default endpoints, but if you have already created, you will create one yourself in Azure. And when you get the actual keys, the secret keys you need to use, in that panel you will also see the endpoint you have to send. You will have some endpoint like your name, the API cognitive, Microsoft.com, something like that, and then you have to append the actual endpoint endpoint functionality you want to use. So if you want to detect the key phrases, use the key phrases one. If you want to detect the entities, you use the entity ones, the languages for the languages, and the sentiment for the sentiment. You can use all of those together if you need. For example, if you receive some information, or if you are going to analyze some documents that you don't know in which language they are, you may want to use the languages first to detect the actual language of the specified text, and then send that text to the key phrases and sentiment endpoints with the actual language that you detected previously. You need to set the headers for the subscription key, which is your secret key, content type, which is usually application JSON, and the accept type, which is also application JSON. You will see that in Postman they configure the headers here, and here you will actually put your secret key and the rest of the values below. We need to configure your body. Your body is going to be specified in pretty much in some document format. So you configure the body, you specify raw, and then you can put JSON, something like that there, and you will send the actual data. Now I already have some requests that I had specified in here. You will see that in here I already specified the headers. I won't show that at the moment, but I also added some parameters to the query string, which are both in true. Show stats, which basically show you this information about the statistics and the transaction counts that this document had, and the opinion mining, which gives me some information about the opinions. Now, the actual body is this. This is a piece of text for a book I wrote a couple of last year, and I just took some small a small portion of the book text, and I copy it here. I specified the actual body for the different documents. In this case, I only sent one document, but if I had more, I could create one more item in the array and add another ID like ID -2, -3, -4, etc., and change the actual text for something else. Use the language, English, Spanish, whatever it is, and then you hit send. It will go to the endpoint. It will be analyzed and will show you documents count. I only sent one, so it's okay. Valid documents, okay, 1. Error is document count. There was no error. Transaction count 1. Now we also get in the results, we get the sentiment, which is in this case positive. This is the sentiment, kind of the sentiment for the whole document, right? So sentiment is positive. Statistics, current character count, 1103. Transaction count 2 for this specific document. The confidence score is basically there is a confidence that the actual document is positive, and it is a confidence of a 99%. These are values from 0 to 1. Neutral 0.01 and negative 0.0. Now, one of the great things about this recent preview is that it allows you it returns you the actual sentences. So basically it gives you sentiment information for each of the sentences that was found in the text you sent. So you will see that we have here this sentence. We have that for the sentence, the text is this. The sentiment for that sentence is positive, and the confidence score for that is a 100%. We get the length, we get where it is, we get some aspects that we don't have anything with aspects at the moment in there. You see that here we have another sentence that has a positive confidence score of 100%. Now we have one with 97%, which is this other sentence. 97%, yeah. Okay, this has a 0.02 or 2% negative. So the confidence, it has confidence that is it has a confidence of 97%. That's actually positive, while it still have a small margin of a possibility of 2% of being negative, and the neutrality is of 1%. We have more here, but we also have somewhere down here we also have some sentences which actually have opinions. Let's see. Opinions, let's close. Opinions, text. Okay, here we have this, you will see a couple of things. In here we have this text, right, which is of 90% chance of being confidence being positive. We have some aspects here which tells you, yeah, it's positive. Okay, the offset, the actual text or aspect that's been analyzed, which is says experiences. It has some relations and it shows you where it is. It is in the documents index 0, sentences index 7, opinions index 0. That's actually a relation to this section. And you will see that we have these opinions, sentiment is positive, confidence score, things like that. So to further visualize that a little bit, documents at 0, sentences at 7. I have already copied this in an online visualizer. So we go to documents at 0, sentences at 7, opinions at 0. And the actual one we made the reference was yeah, these aspects. So documents at 0, documents at 0, okay, sentences at 7, sentences at 7, opinions at 0, which is this one, and yeah, the text is enjoying, it has a sentiment, positive sentiment, the confidence score is 100% 100% positive. And we have here also all the sentences that we saw in Postman. So yeah, that's pretty much you could use these you could detect the sentiment by using Azure Text Analytics and the latest preview, which is the 3.1 preview 1. Now I just copy that to just see more data. I basically copy the same text, but I just want to see more documents in the results. So now you see we have 0 and 1. They will have the pretty much the same results, but the ID will change. You will need to change the actual text for the actual text you want to analyze. Like, I don't know, let's say that instead of having this, I put something like I love rain. I hate rain. So let's see how we get that. I'll copy it here for better visualization. We go to the viewer, we have the documents, we have the one, okay, it says this one is positive. Let's analyze the sentences. Okay, it says love rain, confidence score is 100%. Let's see the other one. It is negative sentiment. Let's check the sentences. I hate rain, and it says it's negative, and the confidence score is that it is 100% negative, because it is a negative word and the expression is actually negative. So yeah, that's how you could use it. Thank you very much, and Have a good day. Let us know any other thing that you want to learn about Microsoft Azure and .NET Core for further video trainings. Have a great day.